shake that ice. Oh fuck! Man. I forgot to give me some water. Damn it! I was gonna take a big old drink right now. That's what I usually do.
Fine, just observe the background of Discount Generic City.
I mean, shut up. That's a nice fucking video footage in the background.
A random, my favorite generic city in generic America.
No, in Chicago. Well, not this part. The one before this was Chicago. I knew.
I even looked at Chicago, give it New York, man. Generic American city.
No, okay, no, it's generic to you because you don't even know. You don't even know, bro.
You're right. I still stand by it.
What if it's Toronto or something?
I mean, shit, I guess it's a generic city.
Oh, well, fuck you. Ryan's like, the city of Townsville. I don't know,
That was Citiesville. Man, that place was a shithole. Holy crap.
But anyways, guys, what's up, everybody over there in the Double Toasted land? This is Double Toasted Pre-Show. How you doing? I already shared this link over there to YouTube and everything, too. The big topic, the big thumbnail I had here was Legend of Zelda. We'll get into that in a little bit. But originally, this is how I get to kind of like go inside of Alan's head a little bit, because today was going to be his day off. Finally, he's been working so much, doing so many streams with me. And I was like, hey, Alan. Legend of Zelda topic. Do you want to come on? And I think that's what worked, was the Zelda thing.
I'm just like, I can't let this man be like, you know, they should just, Zelda 2 is the only good one. Every other one is not as good. And we should just only do Zelda 2. By the way, the CD-ON games aren't as bad as everyone says they are.
Ooh, Zelda.
Yeah, you didn't want me to tell the truth about that.
And then you have this guy.
Zelda. No,
husband.
Oh fuck! For one, we were buddies at first, or brothers, whatever. Fuck.
Your brothers, you're Alabama.
We're getting more butt than your boy Link is. How many games is now that he just like finds a horse or a flute to play with himself?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Fucking little.
Wow, yeah, just make shit up. That's why I have to be on here, because these two motherfuckers here. The only reason the guy would ever have about the girls for sex, apparently, according to these two misogynists.
What? No, I don't know what that means. I don't know why I'm saying no to you. It's probably true. No, people, he's talking shit, and I want to let you guys know really quick, because just because he's here doesn't mean that we're gonna fucking like not bring this up, dude. I'm telling you, Legend of Zelda, the Zelda 2 Adventure of Link. This is easily the best fucking game, and we're not gonna talk too much about the video games and everything too, but like. You know, I do feel like, you know, people talk about like Zelda from Ocarina of Time, etc., and I feel like those are talked about too much just because they looked good or whatever the case may be. But like, judging by how the first 3 Zelda games were on devices or platforms that couldn't do a lot of shit, the first Zelda obviously being one of the first. And it wasn't the first. Everyone says it's the first, but it's one of the first that created the save feature. Okay, and in this game, the second game, they decided, hey, you know what? We did an overworld game last time with that fucking angle from the camera angle, whatever. Now we're doing it side-scrolling. Like, this is the only franchise that's able to do shit like that. But yeah, you'd rather watch someone play Ocarina of Time, or you'd rather play Ocarina of Time. And there's tons of games that are just like that. Body Harvest was one of them. Fucking
Body Harvest wasn't like that at all. What are you talking about? Body Harvest was a third-person shooter.
Is it not this? Is it not the same thing with the Z targeting?
No, it's a completely different fucking combat system and a completely different flow from mission to mission. That's like what? They both have Z targeting? Okay, so does fucking Silent Hill Homecoming.
Yeah, but that's different, Alan.
How is that different?
I don't know.
According to you.
I don't know.
So fuck you. Like, and plus, like, again, because they look better. Okay, when people talk about their favorite, yeah, go dark. I don't give a shit. I'll still talk over this. I can enunciate. When people talk about Legend of Zelda, they talk about 2 categories of what they consider as the best. They either go Link to the Past, which they're wrong, or they go Ocarina of Time, to which they're correct. There are two different reasons. The Link to the Past was the epitome of what Zelda was doing on those original consoles, and it's the best looking Zelda for that. But it also managed to get a lot of what made the other games around that time, from not only Zelda games to actual other video games, and incorporate that. It was one of the craziest open world games that had a lot of shit going on. There's a lot. The sprites there were some of the best looking on the NES. The temples were all interesting and intricate. My only problem with the game is I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the goddamn time. It's just like, hey, go figure this shit out. How? Just bash your head against every fucking thing in the entire level until you figure it out. It was ridiculous. But then you had Ocarina of Time, where it's like, well, what's Ocarina of Time gonna do? Well, it's gonna be the first 3D one, so everyone's like, yo, what the fuck? But it also has one of the most interesting stories. It does a time travel element, but instead of you just going to the future, you're traveling through time, and you're affecting things in cool, interesting ways that go with the story. And they're both fantastic in their own right. like as actual video games, and what they were doing at the time was unlike anything else.
And really quick, I want to ask Jet's opinion on this because Jet, there's so many games that you played way back in the day, or not way back in the day. It was Nintendo 64 and GameCube and all that shit too.
Are we old?
Yeah. No, I want to ask you though, like, were you someone?
I turned 30, and all of a sudden you just think I'm old.
You even turned 30. I can't even say your real age because you'd be like, no, you don't know shit about me, Diaz.
She's actually 32.
Trying to give
Yeah.
out. Trying to give out. Well, shit, you had to tell them I'm 32. See what happens?
See, that's ganja. I know I sound like him sometimes, but not today. Not on this day. God damn it.
Whoever said you sound like ganja?
Somebody did. The same people who said that you look like Keanu Reeves. I mean, it's crazy. That person's stupid. But sorry, Alan. That was actually really mean. I'm sorry I did that.
Nobody likes you.
I mean, yeah. But Jet, like even on GameCube, were you someone who actually tried like Legend of Zelda stuff? Because by that time it was Wind Waker, right? Like that was on GameCube.
No, that's when I played Ocarina of Time. Was when it got to GameCube.
It never got to fucking GameCube. Get the fuck out of
I
here.
did. They did.
Okay, yeah, I did.
They never did it. Fuck you. Oh wait, they did.
Yeah, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time were both on the GameCube. Like, you could actually play them like both in one disc set.
I thought, okay, Jet, because you fuck with me a lot, dude. I thought you were joking. I really did, but no.
Why would I lie? Why would I lie?
What do you mean? Why would you lie?
They actually did a lot of these. Diaz, do you know they did that for the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 as well? They re-released them on the GameCube.
Yeah, I remember that.
They started on the GameCube.
No, they had they released a box set that you had both the games on it, and you could play Resident Evil 2 and 3, and it came with like a locked cheat codes already, so you could like have the mini gun where you can start.
But Ganja, do you remember if they were good or not? Like, how did? Like, I mean, it was ported obviously, so was it like as good as?
It was still the same game, so if you enjoy it on your emulators, it's pretty much the same thing, except they added more of the cheat feature in it. So, like for example, if you really wanted to play the game with like the machine gun right away, you didn't have to beat the game in certain levels or get S mode. It was right there available for you.
Oh shit! Okay, see, wow, like there's some shit I really don't know, guys. Because like I'm looking over here too, and gotta be honest, I don't like how dark the GameCube version is over here, but like I think it looks a little bit better than Dreamcast. Like that's definitely a situation there. But yeah, I mean, the big reason we're talking about Legend of Zelda, the reason why we're talking a lot about Legend of Zelda today, god damn it, if I can say that shit correctly, is apparently Netflix, which, I mean, they say, oh, well, Netflix leaked it, so that's why Nintendo wanted to cancel this adaptation they're making for Zelda for Netflix. But what is considered a leak now, dude? Because, well, I don't remember anything being leaked. Like
I actually do remember. I remember something being leaked, and I rolled my eyes so far back, I almost was praying, let this never fucking happen. Because this was years ago. I want to say this was before this was way before The Witcher had its TV series, way before Netflix was doing all this shit. This was basically like, people were kind of, this was actually around the same time that you heard Illumination was thinking of making a Mario movie. So there was like all this word around going, well, are they going to do? Is Nintendo going to start making TV shows? And Netflix was at the apex. And this, I don't know if you're going to roll your eyes as hard as I. By the way, this is back when people liked this show. But the tagline that was in there was, it's like Game of Thrones, but with Legend of Zelda.
Which is, it sounds okay.
That sounds fucking stupid. Because it's like, everyone's like, as soon as it's fantasy, it's like we stop comparing everything to Lord of the Rings. Now we compare everything to Game of Thrones. But Game of Thrones isn't just like swords and shit. It's like fucking espionage and murder and fucking treason and all sorts of crazy bullshit. None of which happens in The Legend of Zelda. Like, the Legend of Zelda franchise is like, there's often wars and stuff, but it's not really like political espionage. It's usually some overwhelming fucking mystical force is threatening the entirety of the land. And as the fucking higher ups are trying to figure out the fuck's going on, this one dumbass actually has enough power to stop it, but nobody ever fucking listens to them. And by the way, I love The Legend of Zelda. I wear in green. I love that fucking franchise. Link is one of the dumbest people on the planet, and I love him for it.
Wait, why would you love him for being stupid? He's
a regular guy. He's not like a lot of what they do with that franchise is to make Link a regular person. I don't know how many Legend of Zelda games you played, but every single Legend of Zelda game starts off with him sleeping. Every single one. And the reason they did that, I remember the Hyrule story, I literally have it somewhere around the corner. I should go grab it. I might have it within arm's reach. I read up on it. Yeah, I do. I'm not kidding. I don't know if you gotta show up on the
I
green
straight
screen.
saw those chonies, dog.
Yeah, fat ass, bro.
I saw those Heinz original, man, looking blue as fuck like our logo.
Point is, I love the series.
Alan, it's green. You're using a green scene as fact. How well you think this is working for you?
Probably not as well as I thought.
Oh,
You just put like a black block in front of your face, like check it out.
wait, open the book. That might work better. Like,
You know what's fucking okay? So I bought this years ago. I fucking hate you guys.
Sorry.
They're still laughing at your ass, Alan.
Any fucking way.
No,
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Oh, we got one, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
37 dicks.
You almost laughed. I thought you almost spit it out that drink, bitch.
That's actually my
I fucking hate
on
this
Facebook.
show.
I'm sorry, Alan. It's just you were so excited. Like, oh, guys, let me see. I'm gonna go get my book. And then you got the high roll ass. And stuff.
I've had this book for years. When did I buy this shit? I was assuming there'd be some sort of date on here, but I guess not. Anyway, I've had this shit for years. But anyway, one of the things I like about the character is, they try to make him a regular, everyday person. And one of the things is every Legend of Zelda game, he starts off sleeping because the creator was like, I want Link to be a regular person. And he sleeps till fucking noon. Like, all of us dream we fucking could. Like, literally, Wind Waker, it's his birthday, and he sleeps till the middle of the fucking afternoon, because why the fuck would you not?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's funny that like you're like, no, dude, like that's the important part. It's like he's always sleeping. We sleep. I likes to sleep.
But that's what I mean. Like, think about like how many like other fucking heroes you're just like, they're pumping iron and shit, or they're in the middle of combat. It's like, no, he wakes up and he's a regular person, and what gets thrust upon him as far as his journey is something of his own choice. But then he understands like, hey, I need to do this because shit's gonna go bad if I don't. And the whole Triforce of Courage gets activated because it's like he's willing to fight. He's willing to fight these foes, even though it might mean certain death for him. Because as far as Links have died, not during the course of the game, but they've had situations where it's like, Links will die after it's a reincarnation cycle, similar to the Avatar, where it's like, this character can die. So doing a show would be really cool, but the idea that they're like, we're gonna do like Game of Thrones, it's like, what the fuck do you think that even means?
No, that makes sense. Like, if you look over here, like, this is one of the first towns in the Ocarina of Time, the Kakariko village. And what's that area with, like, the Deku trees or whatever? Or
Kukraki Forest.
Okay, yeah. But, like, and Lost Woods, that's another place. That's, like, really...
Oh, that Lost Woods is fucking... That shit would be awesome to fucking do in a show where you just see a bunch of people trying to, like, we're gonna go steal from those fucking elves. And then they're just getting lost constantly. Going, what the fuck? We've been here for 3 days.
But, like, those things would be really cool for a show. And I think that's what they meant about, like, Game of Thrones. Because, like, I want to know not the monetary system, but I want to know, like, the economic... like linking between villages. Like I want to see like, okay, why are people from Kakariko really liking Link versus some other, town or whatever the case would be in Hyrule. Yeah. And by the way too, like, I mean, they might make these look stupid as shit. Because I mean, obviously this show's gonna happen one way or another. Maybe not on Netflix, but somewhere it's gonna happen.
I hope it's not live action though. That's my biggest problem because I don't think you can make the outfit look cool. I know there are cosplayers that can kind of pull it off, but I don't think I can ever really make Link's outfit look good. Like the closest you could ever get is try to emulate the Twilight Princess one where there's like little chainmail. But I don't think you could ever. I think you have to do it animated because it would never look good. And at the end of it, it's like at the end of the day, no matter what you're gonna do, because there are ideas. I just think them calling it Game of Thrones was just like the Game of Thrones is very specific fantasy. It's hyper real fantasy. Where it's like we're gonna take what it was probably like as far as the way people dealt with kingdoms and shit back then. We're gonna add our own fantasy elements, but it's at the end we're trying to make it real. Like, but with Legend of Zelda, it's very high fantasy. It's a lot of magics, a lot of gods and goddesses and deities and prophecies and shit that are affecting this. So it's like you have to. And Legend of Zelda's always had a lighter tone. Like they've dabbled in darkness a lot. Like Majora's Mask is hilarious. It's not hilarious dark. Is like miserably dark. Twilight Princess goes from kind of happy to really dark. But Wind Waker is bright and colorful, but there's a lot of sadness in there. So it's like you can play a lot with the tone there. But at the end of it, it's like, there's a lot to explore in this world that I would love to see, but I think you have to do it animated.
Yeah, I'm looking at chat though, not chat though. Fuck, I'm fucking up a lot, guys. Jesus Christ. But the thing is, CJ Grace, I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Glad that you're over there. Thank you for the following from Gamer Ninja something. I fucked up. I couldn't read it fast enough, but thank you so much. Seeing Angela Terrible over there, Slacker Andrew say we're not going to see drawings of Alan being extra thick, are we? I don't know if he's down for it. I'll have someone draw.
No.
What's wrong with that?
Why would I ever be down for that?
Oh shit, Go versus Fish. What's up, dude? Hopefully you're enjoying the verses over here. No one's gonna get that in this call, but I do. I've seen your stuff before, so yeah, continue that verses and enjoy the fish. And Alan's the goat, which is actually a good thing. So yeah.
Max is asking how are they gonna do the Legend of Zelda timeline. The benefit of the Legend of Zelda is you don't have to adapt a specific. You don't have to do the Ocarina of Time TV show. You can basically do just like, hey, this is the Legend of Zelda. We're going to basically pick whatever time we want to put this thing in, and you can essentially create an entirely new story. Think about what they did with there are so many different Zelda games.
I'm so glad you brought that up because like they even did this one, Wand of Gamelon, CDI. You can do a whole story on that, Alan.
I will kill this man on stream.
What the hell? You gotta play it. You haven't even played it yet. What the fuck are you gonna...
Don't make fun of me for that shit. Where did that princess comes from?
Zelda, not princess. Get it right.
What, Andrew? Oh, sorry. I don't remember the jokes people make about me.
I'm just saying though, this shit's amazing. CDI, dude, I'm telling you. Oh, it's not amazing.
Use me, princess. Fuck that shit. By the way, Link should not have voice acting ever.
Oh, you so fucking wrong, dude.
No, you don't have voice acting.
Oh, are you afraid that's gonna sound fucking stupid? That's why you don't.
Yes.
Want to yeah. Then this may be because it is stupid. Maybe that's the reason.
No, it's not stupid.
It's okay to be stupid. It's okay for the show to be stupid, or the game to be stupid. It's a video game. It's not supposed to be the most realistic, coolest fucking thing in the world. Like, dude, even like Breath of the Wild 2, like, there's shit that happens in this that's dumb as fuck, sir. Okay, and I'm sorry for pissing me off in the chat. I'm not saying
it's 100% super serious Gears of War. I gotta do this to kill her. It's like, no, yes, and it's lighthearted. It's lighthearted. I don't think it's necessarily dumb, but it likes to have some fun. But I like the fact that Link himself never has he never has a voice act because like. A lot of it was the reason they did that is because they want the player to project themselves onto the character. But at the end of the day, it's like we want to the choices that are being made are connected from player to character. So you imprint yourself onto Link. So you're going through as yourself. So the world talks around him, and you see where he often like has his reactions. But at the end of the day, it's like the benefit of having a third-person game. I think first-person silent protagonists are terrible. If you're playing a first-person shooter and your character doesn't talk, it is the worst fucking thing in the world. But at least with a third-person game, you get to see the character struggle. You get to see the character be like happy or upset, depending on what's going on. It would be hard for a TV show, albeit that'd be a very, very difficult thing to do. You have to do essentially what the games did and give him some sort of proxy, some sort of character that talks for him. But I just think that at the end of the day, it's like Netflix's view at the time for what they want to do with the show. Nintendo's like, yeah, no, we don't like it. Nintendo's very strict with how they want the properties treated. So if you're not perfect right away, it's like, no, we ain't gonna do you.
Yeah, no, and that's the biggest thing about this too, because like there's a huge long story about it, and I guess we didn't iterate enough of what was actually being said here. But yeah, there's I'm gonna read this straight from this little IGN thing. It says suddenly there are reports Netflix wasn't going to be doing this Legend of Zelda anymore. Canova recently recalled speaking on the Surf Times podcast. I was like, what happened? And then I heard from my boss we weren't doing our Star Fox anymore. Jesus, that really sucks too. I was like,
that would have been cool as fuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, but says
Star Fox, come on.
I mean, it would have been cool, but at the same time, like that property has been mishandled a lot too. I mean, at least Legend of Zelda has the cool like video games and you know the constant layering through that shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. But looking over here too, it says they weren't supposed to talk about it. Nintendo freaked out and they pulled the plug on everything, the entire program, to adapt these other things. So the biggest issue about this too is like, why did Nintendo feel like this was an issue for them? Like, you would think they'd be like, oh, this is kind of awesome. You guys are leaking all this information. A bunch of shit's happening. It's gonna be really fucking cool. Especially considering that, you know, last year barely any games came out. This year is actually an anniversary year for Legend of Zelda, the first one.
I will be fucking fumingly mad if the next Nintendo Direct... I'll be unreasonably mad if the next Nintendo Direct doesn't tell me that they're putting Wind Waker on the Switch. I'll be unreasonable in my fury.
Yeah, what you call it? E-Mike saying, you know what I want? Legacy of Kain. Man. Yeah, you've been talking about Legacy of Kain a lot, man.
It's never gonna happen, dude.
I'll
say it on the show right now because knowing my luck, it'll immediately flip over and they'll make it tomorrow. They're never gonna make anything Legacy of Kain related ever. It's done.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I can see it happening if more gamers, well, here's the biggest thing: those video game shows in general just do so good. They're gonna run out of so many properties to do this shit with. So yeah, it's fucking kind of crazy.
No, not with Capcom stuff. Like they're gonna like with Resident Evil's coming in the way, they could easily like, hey, we're gonna do Bayonetta, we're gonna do Resident Evil, we're gonna do fucking Dino Crisis.
Yeah, man. And we'll go back on the video game stuff for a second. Ryan saying, to be specific, this interview with Adam Conover said that the fellow College Humor writers were approached by Miyamoto to make a now scrapped stop-motion Star Fox show. I'll be right back. Corey's calling me, and you discussed that amongst yourselves.
Yeah, Star Fox show, honestly, I think that's
Better be
cool
based
idea.
off of Star Fox Adventures.
There's only one good Star Fox game, and that's Star Fox 64.
Avengers.
Star Fox 64. Anyway, I think at the end of the day, is Nintendo doesn't really want to pull like a situation where they're just they don't let their IPs out to anybody. It is very rare that somebody outside of Nintendo makes a Nintendo game, which leads to people going, well, we could have cool stuff, but it also means they don't have a lot of garbage associated to their franchises. Because it's like, except for Star Fox. Star Fox is like, again, there's really like maybe one, maybe two good games. But with Mario, it's like, it would be, you'd have a tough time trying to find, except for Nick, because Nick hates everything. You'd have a tough time finding like legitimately bad Mario games. Like
Real talk, Alan.
What?
Real talk. Do you find Fox from Star Fox hot?
No.
Jet, we do not furry trap here.
I mean,
That is
Falco's
not
way
what
better
the
looking.
fuck to do.
What are you talking about?
I'm looking over here really quick, too. By the way, I'm sorry for you guys thinking I was going to pop
Glossed over that one, I see.
It's
Okay.
okay if you find Falco or Wolf hotter. I understand.
Yeah.
Such a
Yeah.
fucking pervert.
You shouldn't understand.
Really
I
quick
mean,
to bring
Crystal's also on there too.
Look, man, Slippy doesn't get enough love.
Are you trying to fuck the frog? Man, I know you're trying to get slimy and
Yeah,
gushy,
that is the definition, the visual definition of uncomfortable laugh. Because that man, he wants to fuck the show. That frog.
Yo, Gary, hold on a second. Hold on. Is Gary in the chat? It's not birds on the fuck, bro. It's frogs. It's frogs.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of nervous from getting a UTI from Slippy because that's a lot of like sauce that you got to clean up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm scared. What, like,
I mean,
what's
it'll
happening?
be exciting for like the beginning, but the cleanup though.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is this conversation turning to?
I wish it is. I did not know this
General,
was
though.
this way.
Oh, Ganji,
It's already a messy process as is.
I know I
To
got a
just add
flashlight.
frog slime.
Here, put your dick
Hey,
in.
no, it could be a good dude.
What the fuck is
I mean,
happening?
we also got Pepper's old ass.
That's a donkey. God damn, that would hurt.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
I don't want dust in my coochie, so that's no for me.
He's not that old.
He is, actually.
Gary, were you literally had us on the background and you came back just when you heard about the fucking of frogs?
I mean,
Yes.
Are you surprised by this?
I'm
Hey, I
surprised by
appreciate
you,
put this on the
motherfuckers.
background.
Blazer
Thank you
Michaels,
for listening to us.
Blazer Michaels says, question for Ganja, what dividend stocks do you recommend?
Sorry,
What the fuck? I'm not the stock dude. I'm just a kid with a bong. Don't
well,
ask
what
me those kind of
dividend
questions.
stocks? I heard Nick say socks, so like, what dividend stocks do you want? I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Even if you're not diabetic stocks are the shit.
Honestly, ladies, if I want to give you my best advice is go check out Wall Street Bets, Reddit, and don't even go to the pages that are talking about like GME or AMC. There's actually a lot of people that talk about other stocks and they give out good advice and they talk about like the market trends of certain businesses. And honestly, I think that's where I found some of my best advice from. One of my best investments is not even this crazy shit that's going on that you hear on the internet. I made a good shot at AMD and buying some shares at their graphic card company. And the only reason I found out about it is a couple people on the Reddit board were talking about, hey guys, have you noticed what call is dropping? And me and Alan, like sometimes, because he wants to understand the stock market a little more because he wants to try to get into the Canadian one. So he's trying to, learn by proxy with me. And we're looking at it. He's like, last time we looked at AMD, it was like 100 something. And it had dropped like a good like 20%. And I was able to snag it. So that's really what you really want to do. But I'm not an investor. Please do not ask me investor questions. I'm just a dude that likes to do good research. That's about it. Honestly, I don't actually want people to participate in the stock market. It's kind of a rigged game. I'm learning that more and more every day.
Yeah. You guys are better off just betting on the football game, to be honest. I mean, if you're going to be that silly, just go ahead and do that.
There's more honest talent in that, believe it or not.
Yeah. And that's how Robert De Niro got all his money in the Goodfellas. It's really cool. Really quick.
There's some people like knocking out players and like sending people like threatening letters so you can clear your spread and shit. Just don't do that shit.
Gene saying, Alan, the early worm, dude. The early worm. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the biggest things, too, is like, when... I'm going to let you guys know this now because everyone thinks they're so smart because they read the news like just once in a while about shit. But it's like, guys, if when it comes to stocks, if everybody already knows and there's like a news story about like, this stock being so fucking high, you're too late. I'm sorry. Like the fact that you're reading about it on CNN.com, whatever the fuck, you lost. So try to do that ahead of time next time before you see everybody else do it.
If it's over $15, you missed it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yeah, it's one of those things. Sidebar from Ryan, and thank you for the bits. He says, other than Castlevania, what's a video game TV show you legitimately like? For me, Earthworm Jim is one. I liked the Donkey Kong Country show back in the day. I'm sorry, but like,
yeah, that shit was dope. That fucking theme song. That theme song was amazing.
Oh, dude, it was a shit. And by the way, once again,
Donkey Kong, let's go.
Yep,
that shit was dope,
dude. Yes, I love that stuff so much. And it was like, I mean, the show was stupid as fuck, but like, it knew what it was. Yeah, like
this is a character that doesn't talk, so they made him a complete fucking dumbass. Which, I mean, it's Donkey Kong, so it wasn't really that hard to believe otherwise. But they just went through some wild fucking adventures, and yeah, it was just this was way better than it had any right to be. And I'm like, I'm surprised that Nintendo let this happen. But then again, there was what?
What, did you not see that on the screen?
No, what?
Look, I innocently, I just fucking put it on here. Like, you seeing this, and then the next thing you see, I was like, oh yeah, this game was great. Or this show.
Oh yeah! Damn, we're eating a lot of ass today. Holy shit.
You certainly did, just as green as your ass, bro.
It's not as thick as you, though, King.
By the way, okay, the DK rap is terrible, but that Donkey Kong Country TV show theme song is way better than the DK rap.
I love the DK rap.
The DK rap is terrible.
I tag Cedric in them every time I see it.
God,
as you should, man.
This show is so funny. I would actually like to watch the show again. I wouldn't mind watching this and reviewing this shit. I love this stuff.
Oh shit! I'd be down for that.
Okay, shit, let's do it. Let's also do the Sonic Boom show. I'm doing that.
Why do you have to go so far?
That show's hilariously terrible.
Jay, what were you saying?
Well, we gotta watch the good one where like it's all based on.
That one's like Sonic Boom isn't fair because Sonic Boom's actually funny.
Why you gotta fucking like also?
Okay, dude. Do you want to know what the first episode of that show is?
What?
Okay, so Sonic and Tails are doing their thing. They're fighting whatever the fuck. And Tails gets really hurt. And Sonic's like, you know what? You're my best friend. I can't let you go on these adventures with me. You're going to get hurt. So I'm going to go auditions for a sidekick. And everyone in the forest joins up. And then Eggman shows up to be a sidekick.
That's fucking stupid, dude.
You're right.
This show is so fucking... It sounds so goddamn...
You're right.
Ryan saying it's on YouTube for free courtesy of Canada's... Why do I always want to add shit to Canada?
Because you're fucking terrible at reading.
Oh, Canada.
Just been teaching you, but you're still not good at it.
Or something you can't pronounce.
But can we actually watch it in America? They're not going to pull that bullshit where it's like, hey, it's not available in your country.
I mean, probably. We could parse it.
That shit literally happened the other day to me and Joe trying to watch an anime intro, and she went through so much shit to show me something. And by the way, Jet, that intro so fucking sucked. God damn it.
See, you know, if you grew up with shoujos like I did, you'd actually appreciate them. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for romance shows.
Why are you watching romance anime shows? They're all the same fucking thing, the same goddamn thing over and over again. And by the way, no one ever fucks with you.
That's your ignorant mind basically just saying that. Sometimes you need a little fluff, okay?
Yeah.
I wish I could fluff at this fucking shit, but I can't do anything. I can't. There's nothing to work with here.
His dick ain't getting no hard. There's no fluff here.
Yeah.
No fluff to get had.
Dude, we're watching this show.
If you don't like some of the fluff I've shown you.
No, I'm just having fun with Diaz.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay.
No, the thing is, though, there was a show we watched. God, Jet, what was it? Was it, Nakagami, Babigaki, Bubukaki? What the fuck was that one show?
What?
Which show?
Some Bubukaki. Like, no, I don't know. It was like...
Bukaki?
It's like Kelly's flustered right now
You might
because
not want to tell people you're watching Bukaki.
Look, it's the anime anal. You ever seen an anime anal? Anyone here?
Animanial? What the fuck is that? Sex? Animaniacs? Stupid?
Oh, he's talking about animal. How do you mispronounce animal?
I know.
Yeah, I love anal maniacs. It's great.
Maniacs. Put the dick up in my crack.
Yeah.
Just sit back and relax.
Oh.
I went way farther than I expected.
While you take this in your crack.
It's
We're
it's
anal
poopy.
maniacs.
His balls are very droopy.
This is the worst thing we've ever done on the show.
No, but like the thing, like that show, that God, it was the one where like at the very end, it was like 12 episodes. Huh?
Oh, you said it was short? Okay, and that's not showing.
No, because it was.
Like, what was it about? Because we watch a lot of like 12 episode anime shows.
No, like wasn't it like Nakagami or something? But like basically it goes to the 12th episode, and at the very end, she's looking at fucking fireworks.
Yeah, Nozaki-kun.
Nozaki-kun, yes, thank you. See, I bet none of y'all motherfuckers are gonna call it Nozaki-kun.
I would call it
Neither, and you're one of them, so yeah.
You said Nazi raccoon or whatever the fuck you said.
No. Not the raccoon.
No! Don't you do that to him. No, the thing
We
is,
literally stammered for 5 fucking minutes trying to figure out the name of it, and then we just went to a random theme song for a show.
no, dude, Nozaki-kun, though. Here's the fucking issue with that show. Is that it's all about the fact that this girl really wants to fuck this guy, and he's completely stoic, and no one gives a fuck about his character, whatever the fuck, right? But the thing is, though, is because he's good looking, they just continue to build this up every single episode. By the time we get to the 10th episode, it's like, okay, dude, it's any time for you to fuck, it's gonna be right now. And I'm not saying I want to see, like, high school kids fuck, whatever, but every single one of these shows that's about romance, whatever, is people in high school. What's up with anime and kids in high school? What the fuck is
Not
that?
all of them. Not all of them. You're forgetting about Nana.
No.
You love Nana.
Yeah, because that was written right. This show was not written right. And then here's the thing with Nana. It gets so crazy. People get pregnant. People cheated on. People fuck. All this shit's going on. With Nozaki-kun and that stupid bitch that keeps fucking like being in love with him, nothing happens. The 12th episode, the climax.
That's in love. Like, wow, I can never imagine something like that.
I'm sorry, but like the thing is, it gets to the 12th episode. We've sat here, like, look, do the math, guys. 30 minutes an episode. Okay, 20 minutes, whatever the fuck. An episode for 12 episodes is pretty much like 6 hours of content here. And we're watching
2
this.
hours, 240 minutes, which is probably just under 3 hours.
Yes, you are a robot. The thing is, though, this happens. And they don't even fucking kiss, bro. They go up to, like, the fucking thing where the fence is, and they look at fireworks. And I'm like, dude, I can do that with my homie. Like, this is a romance show. You guys are not even going to kiss.
You want to go watch fireworks, Nick?
Dude, if the show's a romance show, you're weird. If a show's
Well, I guess
a
I'm not his
romance
homie.
Well, you're forgetting it. You're forgetting it's a comedy romance. Like, literally, the whole show is about, like, either unrequited love or basically, like, misunderstandings and shit. Like,
but the thing is, I didn't laugh.
dude's
It's a
oblivious as
comedy.
fuck.
It's a
And plus,
comedy.
I want to point out that just because you're into someone and you try super hard doesn't mean, even if you get the quote unquote date, doesn't mean it's going to go anywhere. Like what you describe, I'm like, yeah, okay, that probably sounds a bit more sad. Where it's like, hey, they didn't hook up. It's like maybe it just didn't work out, no matter how hard you try.
Romance show. Like, there's nothing to climax to. Like, I'm not saying like to come to. I'm saying like as far
No,
as
I think you are. I
You
think you just
gotta
want
get
the
into the
general.
drama, the story. Like I did something similar with Garrett, where he sat down and watched a novella with me. He pretty much watched all the way through with me.
Okay, well your thing's weird because the way you guys first started liking each other, he's like, I like to eat ass, and it's like, oh my god, it's a nutritious breakfast, and you guys started liking each other. So whatever the fuck, you guys are weird. The thing
There
is,
was more to it than that, but we actually watched House of Flowers on Netflix, like literally almost all the way through, and he liked it.
I did.
okay, like Roxy, you know this. He's scared to get his ass slapped by you or something. Okay, like
Oh, I really enjoyed it. It was weird. At some point, like the daughter shared a lover with her mom. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not fucked up. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say though, it's just like this romance story, man. It's like
What I'm trying to say is everyone should fuck all the
at
time.
least kiss. What's wrong with the kiss?
Well, I mean, like the thing is, you're saying all romance shows are like this. I can show you like 5 where basically the main couple get together within the first 3 episodes.
Okay, you know what? I guess I'll say I'm
Like-
wrong. I guess I'll say I'm wrong. But the thing is like what I want.
Like My Little Monster is definitely one. They kiss in the first fucking episode.
But what you're saying essentially is like, yo, like it's a comedy and it's a romance. So the comedy kind of like holds back on some of the romance. I didn't laugh once either, by the way. So that's like another thing.
Yes, you did. You laughed with that one editor, dude.
Oh.
That was. Oh, shut the fuck.
I guess that. Like,
Why do you guys say stuff about me?
Because you're just talking shit. She's calling you out for it.
Oh, okay, wow. #1 Jet fan here. I'm Alan Birds.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I know, Alan. That's debatable.
Look, right now I am.
All right, fine. I'm wrong.
I mean,
all
I'll
right?
take it.
God damn it, Blaze your mic
And
in the
plus-
chat too.
Plus, that show has a great fucking opening. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Oh god, let me look this up.
Look,
I'm on Don't
let's
Close Account.
take a break from shitting on Nick. I know it's fun.
Yeah, I don't even
but-
know if you. I don't even know if you can look that up because I don't even think you know how to spell it.
I found it.
Hey,
Toxic Girls
can
in
Can you
Soccer.
just share your screen to Google so you can attempt it? I want to see the attempt.
I did it.
She
Look.
said you're illiterate.
Oh,
Aww.
and she might be wrong because look at that.
She might be.
Monkey Girls, Nozaki. I still say
No.
might be, even though I got it right. I'm still pretty.
No,
fucking
no.
stupid.
See, Roxy, he's not illiterate. He just can't read.
That's
To be fair, how many of us have trouble reading and spelling?
Alan. Really quick.
Alan, why you have to
Illiterate
ruin
means
the
the
fun?
ability to write.
No,
as
it's
well.
not. No, it's not.
Alan, no, Alan, stop.
Alan, you a bad boy. Stop it.
Illiterate, unable to read or write. Okay, I got 50% of the way. You're
Yeah, he
supposed
showed
to.
his ass on screen.
God
Clearly
damn
he's a fucking bad boy.
Alan, what? I was all dumping
I
myself.
assumed the
Share.
literate part, as in lit, would be right.
You're like,
That's
lit.
not lit, dog.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh,
Lit.
I
That's
wish
not
I
lit.
was.
fucking.
Oh, Love is Hard for an Otaku. Yeah, that's a great show, and that's another one where the main couple get together within the first episode too, and it's with adults. So ooh, in your face.
Nick's entire romance is built on porn.
Oh, no, not even at all.
He's like, shit. They're just fucking and shit.
Slash.
Let's just skip ahead. See, 20 minutes already fucking. That's real romance.
No, I just at the end of an episode or end of a season, not even an episode, at the end of a season, like
20
let's
minutes.
do something here. Even a kiss.
Why?
By the way, too,
Why?
I'm the one who watches porn the least of everybody in this call. So shut your face.
So then who you saying watches the most then?
Alan, I don't want to say it, but you asked. Alan. Can you
leave.
argue that? Can you
I
argue
did not
that?
expect to be attacked today.
Yeah, you know what? Show us that ass again.
I don't give a. Well, we're not going to hook up, and apparently we're not going to watch fireworks because we're not friends.
We can all watch fireworks together, but as long as it's not on episode 12, that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And Jed, by the way, too, I'm not saying that manga's bad or they might not come up with a good season later on, but it's like, dude, like, what the fuck is that the case? And same thing with Welcome to the NHK. That's kind of a romance story, too, right? About the Hikikomori and everything. And, like, still, like, they just do the same shit over and over again. Nothing ever fucking happens. It's like, oh, I like to jerk off in my room
Welcome to
again.
the NHK is definitely different. That's mostly dealing with like overcoming stuff and everything like that. That's kind of different.
All right, I will say that maybe I'm wrong on a lot of this stuff, but I'm just.
Well, also a very good opening, by the way. I fucking love trumpets.
I like trumpets too, but that fucking opening is really bad, and I really hate visual openings. They're all like
See,
manga.
that's where you're wrong. You keep saying like, "Oh, this opening's bad." How can you hate an opening with trumpets?
I mean, actually, quite easily. I think that musical instrument is barbaric.
Really?
I
I like the
can't
trumpet.
believe
I never liked trumpets. I think trumpets were just somebody who was like, I bet I can make a really shitty flute with just random bullshit metal on the ground.
No,
I
it's
can't
just
believe you said this.
an instrument.
Same thing with tubas. I feel like tubas were made as a
Tubas are
joke.
bad.
Tubas were made to make fun of fat people.
Yes, I have strong opinions on musical instruments. Fuck the flute section.
No, dude,
Bunch of
I'm
elitist
so upset
assholes.
about. I'm so, dude, with tuba. I hate. I'm gonna look up something really quick.
Like I said, I feel like tubas were made as a joke. Like,
Honestly,
let's make a really
bands
big.
in general, because every single time we worked with them, they would just empty their little spit vials.
Yeah.
all
Fuck
over
the
the
flute
ground.
section.
I hate that shit.
Well, the thing is, like, I can't even find like. Do we know any tuba players that are not fat? I'm no offense, but like even like there's this one tuba player over here, and this is like a little girl, or whatever. I'm not saying she's ugly or anything. I'm not trying to shame, but like her face is like Jesus Christ! Look at her fucking eyes.
We found Nick's future daughter.
I'm sorry, but if my daughter starts like, I want to do it too, but shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna.
And we're gonna tell her afterwards some ways
like who goes to a concert?
Our mom, she's gonna beat your ass.
Dude, who goes to a fucking concert and watches a band play? You know how girls want to, like, groupies want to fuck musicians? They go over there and like, look at that guy. Oh, I want that mouth all over my snatch. It's like, no, she doesn't. Okay, this motherfucker.
Damn.
Yeah,
After this guy having like a harem or some shit.
yeah. It's just like no tuba guys have groupies. They don't, because it's embarrassing.
I mean, most people play tubas are playing
Okay,
a band.
it takes a lot of effort to basically breathe into a tuba. So I mean, like I would rather like my kid know how to play the tuba rather than the fucking triangle.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
me
that's
too,
fair. No, like, but fuck the flutes. As long as everyone agrees here, flute players are assholes.
yeah. I don't agree with that. I like flute, but like,
No,
look at this
fuck
though.
the flute. Look how cool I am because I don't have to sit there and look at my fucking fingers on the instrument. I'm playing it sideways. Man, fuck you, you goddamn loser.
You know who tend to be real assholes? Saxophone players.
Oh yeah,
I'm the coolest person here. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, fucking. This is stupid. Ryan says this is what I aspire to be. No,
Oh,
I do have his nose though. What?
Who's cool as far as like as much as I think a trumpet's a barbaric instrument, trumpet players are cool. Like the actual people that play it, like they're generally like down to earth people. But I just think the trumpet sounds and plays terribly.
When it comes to like people playing instruments, when it comes to hotness, it's usually guitar, then people who play brass instruments, then flute players, then way out at the bottom of the list is people who play with the Vuvuzela.
What?
the fuck is that?
What the fuck? Yeah.
You never seen the Vuvuzela?
What the fuck
They
is
have
that?
soccer games all the time. Y'all don't know what that is?
Narrow it down? No.
Or a didgeridoo. Y'all never seen a didgeridoo?
Oh yeah.
either?
What the fuck are you talking about? Don't make me-
Is that the Vuvuzela?
What What the fucking? What is
Oh,
this?
Boo-Boozilla. I put Boo-Boozilla.
This is like 8 random images of I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to look at.
Vuvuzela, Alan.
What? Yeah, what the fuck am I looking at?
Okay,
Oh,
so you know
that
how
thing.
when you watch a soccer game on TV and it sounds like there's a bunch of bees in the audience? That's a vuvuzela.
By the way,
I
I don't think
literally
it's
never
called
sat
Vuvuzela. I think it's called Vuvuzela. By the way, it's not Vuvuzela.
Too bad.
We already
I'm
committed.
calling it a Vuvuzela because that's what that is exactly how it sounds when people play that shit. It sounds like it should be Vuvuzela.
Is that even a really instrument? Because it looks. Isn't it just a fucking plastic tube?
Yes.
Well, a lot of them are.
Yeah, but that's like saying a fucking. That's like saying the fucking party streamers is an instrument.
It is.
Can't
Yeah,
be.
it is. I
You know how to play it, right?
I will
If
say
you got
Not really.
the didgeridoo. I actually really like the shit. I like the noise it makes. I like them
Okay.
shit.
That's the closest Diaz gets to being high.
Yeah. But someone was talking about the piano player faces people make. Yeah, look at this dude. Just like.
Oh, I forgot about piano players.
yeah.
I'll put them.
I think they're
behind
cool.
brass
You could be
instrument
cool.
players.
What are you saying, Jet?
I'll put them behind people who play brass instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
yeah.
if you can get a piano thing going, you could be the coolest person in that room.
Because the thing is, like, they often have really fucked up hair, though. I've noticed that with a lot of piano players.
Yeah, just pull a soul and wear a hat.
Really quick, I want to show you guys this. We'll talk about instruments some other time too, because I do want to get out of here. But
This is the most random tangent we've ever been on, just random musical instruments.
I gotta bring this up because
All because of Diaz's hatred of fucking brass instruments.
yeah, well, I mean,
Actually,
like,
it was-
that's a bad intro. Welcome to the NHK is fucking trash, and even though it has trumpets, it
No,
doesn't
but
matter.
the thing is, you're forgetting about Jujutsu Kaisen's ending that also had jazz elements in it and trumpets, which was great, by the way, which you hated it, but everyone else loves it. So that says a lot about you. You're wrong.
No, so here's the thing. I'm gonna put this up really quick. You guys gotta see this shit.
What?
Alan, do you know about the Jujutsu Kaisen show at all?
I think you tried to recommend it to me once, and I was like, "Oh, Jiu-Jitsu?" You're like, "It has nothing to do with that." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Never gonna watch it."
No, so this is about curses. They're basically situations where people can play a curse, but they're actually like living curses, and they're like monsters and ghosts, and it's very bloody, very gory, lots of death, etc. And it's like, wow, that being the case, we should do like a really awesome intro that goes to this, right? Yep, it's this one where we literally have rap music playing, or jazz or whatever, and he's dancing. Oh shit, get it, yes. Fucking stupid. Why the fuck would that be the outro for this song, for this show?
Because
Intro-
it was a fucking outro.
Wait, outro or intro?
Well, outro. It's the ending of the show, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, because because with anime it's weird because the intro and the outro are totally just the opposite. Whereas like the intro is supposed to be like to get you hyped up and you know get you to feel the right emotion. The outro is just like it's fucking usually the complete opposite.
But like, it's still, it's like it's so upbeat. It's like, dude, we just saw people die, get ripped apart, eaten.
Look at him fucking dance.
That's stupid. Look at that stupid tongue. He's like, yeah, I know I'm this shit.
Oh god, he probably plays the trumpet too.
Yeah, fucking, I hate trumpet people, man. God damn it. I'm joking. No, but it's just, I don't know, dude. Chad, you're wrong for that shit. I don't know if the chat's actually there right now, but like, Chad, if you guys like this, let me know. And if you don't like it, please really let me know so I can actually win one of these fucking arguments with Jet because she wins every single one of them. I'm sick of it. God damn it.
I'm with Jet.
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, Cedric. I know you used to play a trumpet, but I don't like the musical instrument.
Yeah. What's by the way, what is an instrument that you always wanted to play? By the way.
Saxophone, actually.
Wow, you suck.
Wow, you are fucking Andrew for Big Mouth.
I don't even know what that means.
I do not.
You need to watch Big Mouth because you're that fucking kid that John Mulaney plays.
I'm gonna look this up. Andrew from Big Mouth. Let me see this guy.
Big-
That's just gonna look weird as
You
fuck. And
literally
everything.
play saxophone.
He thinks that you sound and talk like John Mulaney, and just the cadence that you have in your voice is very similar.
Yeah, I can see that dude. Honestly, he has a green shirt and everything. You know, shows his
Oh.
ass on camera. It's perfect.
I used to wear sweaters like that.
What are you saying, Jet?
He looks like a fucked up Daria.
Yeah,
he does actually.
He does.
Male version of Daria, but younger.
Yeah, Dario. That was good. Fuck you guys.
I knew a Dario once.
Alan, are you laughing? Because I can't see. I'm doing a bunch of shit.
No.
No one is laughing in here.
Oh, not even you. You betray me. You
Not even.
bitch.
That's
That was
actually
pure
not-
heartbreak. Not even my chuckle brother. No.
Take that shit back to the drawing board.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Fucking asshole. Really quick though, speaking of betrayals, let's see if you guys feel betrayed by this little screenshot over here. This is Zack Snyder's Joker, played by Jared Leto. Apparently they're changing him up a little bit. Alan, what do you think, dude?
What do you mean? What do I think? What the fuck? What am I looking at?
You're looking
I
at
think
The first look. I guess I'm blind. I almost have to I guess I gotta go to the doctor and get a pair of fucking glasses. What the fuck am I looking at? That's a cool playing card, bro.
With a shitty hairline.
That's a cool.
Wait, does
Oh
that
hey
look
guys.
scary?
Joker made $1 billion. So Heath Ledger or not Heath Ledger. So fucking Jared Leto's Joker's gonna look just like him because you can tell he has longer hair than he did in the fucking movies.
I mean, look, I'm not really enthralled by this either. But the thing is, like, I'm just saying this as a person who read the news and blah blah blah. Everybody's reacting to this like we're getting a really good look here. So just so you know, like, I mean, it might be people like, disagreeing with you. For me, I'm trying to be fair because I'm trying not to hate on comic books. Trying to change my fucking ways. This looks kind of cool. It looks at least better than fucking Yo-Yo Gangster.
How can you tell? There's like the background there. You don't know what that looks like. You don't know how terrible it might look. You don't know how bad it might end up being. Like that's something that bothers me when they say first look. No, I can't see the fucking character.
It looks like naked, but he only has gloves on. That's pretty weird.
Oh, you know who this looks like? Jeff the Killer.
Who's he?
Just Google it real quick. It was from a creepypasta from back in the day.
Let me see. Jeff.
One of those internet.
Like you've probably seen his face like somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. That shit's creepy as fuck. See,
It looks like that.
Yeah. Oh, of course, being right next to Slender Man. I'm so sick of fucking Slender Man. That shit's so goddamn dumb. That's kind of extra creepy. I'm done looking at that shit. Goodbye, sir. But anyways, I'm looking
At
over
least
here.
it's not the Moon Man.
That's true. At least he ain't stuck in my toes. This guy might though. Jared Leto, I get the creeps with just even from the little things. He was creepy in that shit too. But looking at this, I'm like, his face looks a little like, not like, oh shit.
You could have told me this is a teaser for The Crow, and I would have believed you.
Yeah, that's all, I was actually about to say it too. It looks like the Crow. But what were you saying, Jet?
Didn't he have a face tattoo like on his forehead?
No, I probably removed it. Maybe he scraped it off. He scraped the skin off or something.
How can you tell if anything's on there? It's so blurry. You can have the fucking what do you call it? You can have the
We used
fucking.
to be able to make out like if like drawings or stuff are like on his face.
Yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to be like a burn victim or something?
No.
No.
No, they speculated something because of like, oh, he jumped out of the plane and the plane blew up, remember? Even though he saved him at the end and he looked kind of crispy.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that did happen. But then again, I don't know. I mean, a big part of this too, because this takes place before Suicide Squad, right, or afterwards?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah,
I want to say afterwards. I want to say afterwards because Justice League came out afterwards, but it's like the fact that even adding Joker to Justice League blows my mind because I was like, why? He's probably gonna be after credit teaser.
Yeah, Blazer Michael says, "Fuck the Snyder Cut. No one was asking for this shit, anyways. Only his diehard fans." Which I mean, I guess it deserves.
What do you mean no one was asking for? People were screaming about the shit for months, and probably 60% of it was a joke, but there were people like asking for this.
Yeah, and it's really hard
And
to
they
decide
were
which
wrong. I'm not sitting there for 4 hours. I'm not doing it.
Well, another thing too
Look.
is like looking at this. Don't we already have the villain Steppenwolf? Why would we have Joker too? And then like apparently there's another villain too. Like that's 3 villains. I don't understand why we have.
I feel like it's set up. It has to be set up for something else, but it's just that at the end of the day, it's like I feel like I'm literally the only person on the planet that is looking forward to this because it's like, do I think Joss Whedon is a bad director? No, of course not. He directed great movies. I just don't think that his stepping in made Justice League a lot of my problems with Justice League, the movie came out, probably could be attributed to what he added and what he did. Where it's like I actually do think Zack Snyder is a good director. I just think he's a terrible writer. And I think there's enough evidence out there to show when he is writing or when he's focused on the script, it's a terrible, terrible product. But when he has a chance where someone else has a script or someone else is working on it with him, it's a better product. Now, this might be a situation where he has all hands in, or maybe someone else is helping to beef up the script. But I do think he's a good director. I think he's done a lot of good fucking films, and I want to see what he does when he has a lot of control on this. Because it's like, I'm sorry, I don't think this is going to be worse than the theatrical cut. I think this can only be better.
Okay, and I can see your point there.
It's already kind of bad for how long it's going to be. That takes major points off. Like, bro, 3-something hours? Hell no.
I don't know, man. Like, Wolf of Wall Street's 3.5 hours, and I've seen the movie 4 times. I fucking love every second of it.
Now I don't know about this.
No, I already sat through a long ass DC movie recently, and that was That shit was fucking terrible. Wonder
What
Woman.
was it?
Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
mean, minus 30 minutes would have made a movie better.
No, that one would, yeah. Because there's a lot of
I
shit
don't think cutting out 30 minutes would like.
they
Like
could
to
have
me,
cut
it's
out
like
3 minutes from that fucking terrible climax and would have been better. Take that kid out. Daddy, Daddy, come back, please.
I don't know, man. Like whenever I see like people complain about time, it's like no, the movie just is bad. Like you just want to be out of there sooner. Where it's like I look at Hateful Eight. I fucking love Hateful Eight. It's just as long as Wolf of Wall Street, and I wouldn't take a second out of either one of those movies. I've rewatched them multiple times. I love everything they do with there. So when people say the movie's slow, it's like no, you actually just don't like the movie. And that happens to me all the time. It's like I'm looking at this going, oh my god, I can't believe we've been here for an hour. It's like because the movie is boring as fuck. Slicing off 30 minutes with, well, suddenly it's a better movie. It's like no, it would still be bad.
Do you agree with what Blazer Michael said about DC animated films? Where it's at? Because he says you should have talked about the new animated DC film trailer related today, Justice Society World War II. I haven't seen that trailer, but I did see Son of the Dragon or something of the Dragon. That was fucking great. But Michael J. White was in it, and like Bruce Wayne was barely a big part of the fucking show. So like shit like that, I really enjoy. But
I actually didn't hear about this till you just said something. Actually, this came out today.
yeah.
I love the fact that I think. Oh, this looks fantastic, actually. Because you're going back to the Justice Society, which is like the Justice League before the Justice League. So you have like classic Barry Allen, Wonder Woman. I don't know what's with their art style right now. It looks just like Archer. It throws me off. Where it's like they got the same animators, but it's like I don't know because I've not really watched a lot of the new slate of what DC's doing with their stuff. So it's like I think DC animated movies.
Ew.
Yeah,
like it?
I was looking at my phone and I looked up at the screen and I saw Wonder Woman's. I think that was Wonder Woman's face. I'm just like, oh, what is this?
They're going for a mix of the classic, but then they're also trying something new. I've only seen one of the new DC slate animated movies, and that was the Deathstroke and the fucking Dragons or whatever the fuck that was called, and it was terrible. But what I like about what they're doing clearly different stuff because they realize, hey, we ran Batman into the ground with the DC animated stuff. But DC animated movies to me, I think, fell off. Like back in the day, they were like every one of them was amazing. There wasn't a bad one. You had every single fucking thing that came out. My favorite one will always be Batman and Superman: Public Enemies. It's the best one for me. I love it. But it's like after a while, they kind of just started falling off. Where they were never really bad outside of a couple, but they were just never as good as what you're comparing it to. So it's like this is like I want to see Man of Tomorrow. I want to see a bunch of these. I just hadn't had time to watch them.
Yeah, because like I said, that Son of the Dragon thing was pretty cool, and it stops for this apparently, because I guess Barry Allen is Flash, right?
Yeah, Barry Allen's the Flash. Yes.
Okay, that's how little I know, guys. But I guess prior to him and doing the formation of the Justice League, I guess he finds out that he can run faster than he ever imagined. So essentially, what he does is he ends up like doing some weird time shit, I guess. Where there you go. It's like the Flashpoint thing again. Didn't they do this storyline like 3 fucking times? Like,
okay, so there's something going on where it's like I'm not sure. Flashpoint was a specific situation which he has the power to, because of his speed and how the Speed Force works, he's actually able to navigate through time. Extremely dangerous, as you'd imagine. But he basically got his feels one day and goes, "Wait, I have all this power. My mom fucking died. I'm gonna go save her." And unfortunately, as a result of that, it's not that he changed his future. Is that and Flashpoint Paradox is a fantastic movie, but as a result of that, he actually caused enough of a ripple in time that affected other people's origin stories and fucked up the world beyond recognition. So it's like it's a situation. It's like, yeah, you play with the past and you fuck up. I doubt he's doing it here. Maybe he's like testing his powers and he just goes back in time because of the fact that it's like, hey, he can't control his abilities yet. It's like, it's like a kid first time they're running. They don't know how fast they can go, so they just keep going.
Yeah, I'm reading more about this too. Apparently, it's gonna have Steve Trevor, Jay Garrick. Like I don't know, dude.
Jay Garrick is okay. So the thing about the Flash is like a title. So there are multiple people that have had the title The Flash. Jay Garrick is actually the '60s Flash. He's the one with the helmet and they call him the reincarnation of Mercury, Hermes for Greek mythology. So he was kind of the first one, then passed it down to Barry Allen Flash, then Wally West Flash, and I think there was a couple more, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, but yeah, I guess it's gonna be the first film in the DC Universe movie series, and apparently this is essentially number 42 over the past 14 years to feature the Justice League Society. So I don't know if that means like the 42nd year that it's had like the Justice League Society being a thing, like it's stuck within the canon, or if this is the 42nd time that they brought up the Justice League Society. But I don't even remember hearing about the Justice League Society. I just know it's called Justice League. Boom, that's it, and it's usually like the main heroes. So apparently, this is like different versions of Flash. Steve Trevor, which I did not know he was part of the Justice League. That's kind of fucking silly. Oh god, that's like actually really bad. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, dude, Blaze Michael, if you stand by this shit and you think this is pretty cool, and obviously Alan has a good memory of a lot of these recent DC anime movies, and I'll definitely check this out. I know that I've liked a lot of DC anime movies that came out, but like this sounds like fucking dumb shit. I'm gonna be honest.
I like it because they did a random for the Justice Society like a while ago where it was like hey, let's just do a movie about these characters, and it was fantastic. You had the interpretations of like, hey, these characters during that time. They're like, I really liked how they dealt with Batman. I really liked how they dealt with all the characters. I really think that DC, like whoever runs the animation studio, essentially almost gets carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want. And the benefit is they don't really have to worry about ratings anymore because there's often a lot of violence in these. Like it depends on what you're doing. When you're seeing like just Suicide Squad stuff, we can ramp up the gore. We don't give a fuck. When it comes to other stuff, they kind of play with it. But yeah, people are getting blown up. Like they do some violent shit in this, so it's like they kind of carte blanche to do whatever they want, and they seem like they're focusing on this new art style. It sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm curious. Again, I love the Justice Society. I like the fact that you get the kind of the classic look and the classic characters. So I'll probably end up watching this one.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, guys. We're going to get the fuck out of here, though. I really appreciate everybody watching over there on Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, the Twitch. Really appreciate it, guys. We're going to kind of, like, leave out of here and whatnot, but tomorrow we're going to come back and play some Fall Guys. Sorry I didn't do it today, but I didn't know we are going to have so much topics and everything to discuss, too, especially the Legend of Zelda thing, because, goddamn, I really like, making Alan look wrong, because he is wrong about Legend of Zelda.
And failed.
Well, fuck you. No. Also, too, I see somebody in the chat, too, Looney Tune. You told me right before I started about that one particular person that you blocked. Yes, people, remember, someone's a shitty asshole to you just because they have a fucking podcast show doesn't mean you gotta take their shit. Make sure to use that block button whenever it's necessary to do so because you do not need that negativity in your fucking life.
Everyone just blocked you.
Yeah, that would... honestly, I could see that happening. But why don't you tell people where to find you and whatnot, though, man? And, Ganja Guru and all that good stuff.
Alrighty then. So if you want to hear more about our opinions, but more of the political spin, check out the Metropolis. So if you want to know how to get there, you can either put the Metropolis Collective into Facebook, or you can follow any one of us on Facebook as well. You'll get the notifications for when we go live. We just had an episode that where Ruthless actually breaks down a lot of the fuckery that's going on at the stock market. So if you have no fucking idea what's going on, check out that most recent episode, episode 74. Check that out. But if you want, there's a lot of other content out there that's not political. Now there's the K-pop stuff where they go into just talking about like the K-pop, various K-pop bands. That's the Nunes podcast. There's also the Content Corner where they go live every Tuesday. I'm pretty sure they went live tonight where they're just playing all sorts of games from like Fall Guys as well to Ghost of whatever the fuck to Call of Duty.
So, you'll never be able to say that name.
I get that sequel better just be called Ghost of something else I can pronounce.
Yeah.
But yeah, drop a like there so you guys can get the notifications when we go live.
Yeah, so with that said, guys, thank you. And yes, you're right. It is that person, Cedric. Guy's a piece of shit. But anyways, guys, you have a wonderful evening. I got to stop doing shade on the show, but we are going to be rating Mr. Robinson, Real Mr. Robinson. He was actually one on the first episodes of the Chat Tag. So glad to see you doing your thing, Real Mr. Robinson. Please give us a follow back after we raise you. And we're just glad that you're continuing on, dude. Seriously. Like the Philatoses. Keep doing your thing. The rating is not happening now. And we're out of here. Goodbye. All that good stuff. Alan, you're really are wrong about that shit, though.
Literally the only person that ever talked about Zelda 2.
I'm just showing that busted today's episode.
What?
I'm never gonna forget that. You literally showed me that.
Showing that mad busted.
Like I just turned around, but it was my pants down or some shit, or?